Thank you for covering Bowling Green football. It's great to have you this afternoon. Super excited about this high school class. We are at 19 right now. There will be a 20th here this afternoon. Really good football players, 7 from Ohio, 4 from Michigan, 1 from Indiana. And then we have a couple from Texas, 1 from Connecticut, Florida, Maryland, Missouri, New Jersey, and North Carolina. So super excited about this group. Was able to get some needs. And in the world that we're living in right now, we're going to continue to recruit high school football players. That's our formula here at Bowling Green. And we think that these 20 guys that we're going to add to our program are really going to enhance us and keep the program moving where it's going right now. So with that being said, any questions?
Any questions?
Yeah, obviously, with so many seniors on this team and obviously with the transfer portal the way it is, just how do you keep the momentum going that the program's established, especially with, some of these younger guys and everything like that?
Yeah, we had a really good class last year that we think there'll be a bunch of guys that are going to be able to contribute to our team next year. There'll be a few guys on this team that I think are talented enough to help us next year. And then obviously it's the use of the transfer portal to equal everything out. And this year, just because we had so many seniors, we had 30 seniors, 30 graduating. It'll be the first time that we'll probably be in the transfer portal a little bit deeper than what we wish, and that's just to finish holes. But once we get through this year of transfer portal, we'll revert right back into our formula being the majority of our team being high school kids, along with, the 15 ads that we might have, to fill holes. So it's a different era, that's for sure. It's crazy. But just like I said, we might be a little bit deeper in the transfer portal just to be able to have enough numbers to do what we're supposed to do at each position. So our formula, though, as soon as we get through this patch, this point in the year with how many we've lost, will be predominantly always high school kids here.
I want to ask about JT Kitna. Obviously familiar name, a lot of people know. I think he was committed to another school for a while. Were there any recent conversations? Was that maybe a surprise, bringing him in?
It was, and it was a good surprise. I've known John for a long time. We stemmed all the way back to our Detroit days, and it's a great family. JT was committed to another school. He was committed to where his brother was playing at. Had a lot of high-end interest from a lot of schools. I went down and watched him throw in the wintertime, and I thought he was a very good player. And I thought he was a Big Ten kid, to be quite honest with you. And he just recently wanted to look at our place, and I thought, to be quite honest with you, it was for down the road. If things didn't work at his last place, if a coaching change, what have not. And then lo and behold, we got a call at about 10:30 last night saying I wanted to be a Falcon, and it was a good day for Bowling Green, and so it was positive.
Between him and obviously Carson, the other quarterback, had a lot of success in Indiana. Just what do they bring as far as just their skill sets?
Yeah, I would love to get to the point where we have a high school starter here. This mode of the transfer portal, and it's all transfer quarterbacks. I mean, we had Matthew, and then we had Connor and Cam, and some really good players that have been here. But it would be nice to eventually have a high school guy that can start for a significant amount of time and build your core around those guys. So, just like I said, super excited about Carson. He's a great player too, and JT I'm super excited about, and I think the future is going to be very good at quarterback here.
I mean, just a lot of needs look like they were filled. A lot of offensive linemen, a couple good wide receivers I see in there. Just how important was this signing period in this class, knowing that obviously with the amount of seniors on this team, just kind of how important was this class?
Yeah, and I don't know if this high school class is over, to be quite honest with you. It's the weirdest time. Normally we're on the road recruiting right now, and we're doing this in the third week of December. We haven't been on the road in quite some time, so we might find some more high school kids in January that we like, and if we do, we're going to take them. And the more high school kids that we can get in the program, the better that we feel. We feel that a place like Bowling Green and how we built the program has all been upon. I mean, if you really look at our very, very best players, so the kids that we recruited in high school, and you're going to lose some in today's age. They're going to come play for you for a couple of years and they're going to leave. There's going to be others that are going to stay. Our retention rate for guys staying is very high, and there's some guys that are in the program right now that everyone thinks are going to leave, and they're not. They're going to stay right here. So we got to build with the high school players. We got to retain as much as we possibly can, give them, besides the school and the football aspect, be able to provide things within the program to enhance their experience that they want to stay. And that's what we're going to try to do.
I did want to ask real quick about the defensive lineman from Canton McKinley, Dior Garner.
Mm-hmm.
He's had a lot of good highlights. I know a lot of people are viewing him pretty highly. Just what does he maybe bring to the table?
Yeah, had some Power 5 interests, Power 5 offers. His Power 5 offers, they were a little bit outside of his comfort zone and his high school coach's comfort zone in terms of where they were located, and we were able to hang on to him. Obviously, the Camp McKinley kids have done quite well here, and we're very, very excited to have Dior for sure.
So if we could go back to JT Kitna for a second, you kind of touched on your relationship with John and having coached with him. Was that relationship important at all with being able to get that call last night?
Yeah, it was, whenever you look, if John was sitting right here right now, and I can say this, I don't want to speak for John, but that was one of the worst years of coaching that I've ever been a part of. That team was not very good, and he was the quarterback on it and had to take a ton of brunt from that experience. It wasn't positive, but John is he's a pro in every aspect of the pro. I mean, he played a long time in the NFL. He's got a great family. He's got great kids. That's a football family. And to be able to have the opportunity to coach his son, I think is going to be really, really awesome. I just do. So I'm excited to get going with Kit, and I'm excited to get going with Carson. And we'll see where this thing goes.
You always want to build like a fence around your backyard, right? Like Ohio, Michigan.
Mm-hmm.
How do kids from Texas, for example, like Jeremiah and Dylan, wind up on your radar? And is your pitch to them about BG any different?
Yeah, we're not going to go down and take 14 Texas kids. We're not going to do that. We haven't done that. We're going to take 14 Michigan, Ohio kids. The kids that we take in Texas, Georgia, the outlying states, we try to vet inside and out. We try to find a connection with them in the Midwest, if it's a family member, what have not. Sammy and was a high school coach down there, so we know who to talk to and who not to talk to. And we try to get the right fit whenever you're going outside the boxes. There's a lot of states those kids have got to skip over, in terms of there's a lot of schools within those states all the way from Texas to Ohio. And we just need to make sure that it's the right kid. Knock on wood, we've done a great job of bringing those kids up here that fit into BG and fit into our Midwest kids. So I think it's really important that when we do go outside our box to make sure that, one, the parents are fit here, the kids are fit here, they can handle our culture, and they fit. And we've done a good job over the last 4 to 5 years here of recruiting really good kids that have good parents that do things the right way and value education and value team values. And, I think this group fits right into that category.
With the transfer portal being what it is now, is that a concern that parents bring up to you that, hey, is this position still going to look like what it is in a year or two?
I wish to goodness I knew what it was going to look like in a year or two. It used to be you could project out all the way to the 4 years from now of what it's supposed to look like. Heck, you can't project out 24 hours. Like, to sit here and say that I knew that we were going to have 2 quarterbacks in this class, I found out at 10:30 last night, and I didn't know that would ever even occur. Are we fortunate? Yes. We got 2 really good players here with good families, and super excited about them, but you can't project out 24 hours right now, let alone 2 years. But that's why we want to, as much as we can, build it around the high school kids, because there's at least an idea of your identity and how long they're going to be around. And there's some that you're going to lose, that they're going to play for you for 3 years and then be out year 4 or 5. There's going to be some that shock you, that you think, okay, we're going to be able to hold on to him for 2 years and then he's going to be gone, that stays all 4. So I think you could make a lot of money if you could project out in college football the depth charts right now. You just can't. It's 100% impossible right now. And that's the crazy thing with being able to maintain winning programs. We got to do an unbelievable job year in and year out with our rosters to be able to put ourselves in position to play in those games that we did last Friday, where you got a chance to go to the championship. So it's all recruiting. It's quick player development now. The high school kids that you get, you try to develop as as best as you can in the old school world, but it's changed, no question about that.